The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has said that despite claims alleging that the chairman, Joash Amupitan, made a partisan post on X, no verified forensic evidence links him to the said post. Hi. Welcome to What's Happening. These are our top 10 stories countdown today. At number 10, Pope Leo headed to Algeria on Monday at the start of an 11-day tour of Africa, a major international trip that risked being overshadowed by criticism before US President Donald Trump. Leo will become the first ever leader of the world's Catholics to visit the Muslim country of Algeria, where he aims to help build bridges between the Christian and Muslim worlds, the Archbishop of Algiers, Jean-Paul Vesco, told AFP. Yet, just hours before he left Rome at around 0700 GMT, Leo became the target of very public criticism from Trump, who railed against the Pope's entreaties for an end to violence in the Iran war. At number 9, a Ghanaian Premier League footballer, Dominic Frimpong, has been killed after armed robbers attacked his team on the way back from an away fixture on Sunday, the Ghana Football Association said Monday. Beracam Chelsea FC said in a statement that masked men wielding guns and assault rifles fired on the team bus and forced the players to take cover in the bushes. The robbery, according to Ghana police, occurred around 10:30 p.m. local time along the Ahie-Resu Kwame Duomo-Sresio Road in the New Ahin district in the southern region of Ashanti. Police said Frimpong sustained gunshot wounds and died in a hospital while receiving treatment. At number 8, Edo State Commander of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, Michel Ofoyeju, said his operatives seized cannabis worth 724.5 million naira on Saturday at a press briefing in Benin, the state's capital, on Monday. Ofoyeju said the 483 bags of drugs worth 7,245 kilograms were packed into 2 articulated trucks used for transporting alcoholic drinks. He gave the names of suspects arrested in connection with the illicit consignment to include Ibrahim Abu, 29 years, Abu Abdulaziz, 28 years, Jibril Jaminu, 35 years, Andrew Moses, 22 years, and Ganiyu Abu, 21 years, who are all males and indigenes of Estasako East and Etsako West local government areas of Edo State. At number 7, Governor Diko Rada of Katsina on Sunday flagged off new stabilization at outpatient therapeutic program centers as part of measures to tackle child malnutrition in the state. The new centers, according to Governor Rada, would provide free treatment and care for children suffering from severe acute malnutrition, while the OTP site would ensure early detection and treatment at the community level. He also announced the establishment of 2 stabilization centers in Daura and Baura local government areas alongside 60 OTP sites across 12 local government areas, namely Funtwa, Danja, Malamfashi, Ingwawa, Bindawa, Dutsi, Kusada, Charanchi, Rimi, Mani, Mashi, and Kankea. At number 6, Kano State Governor Abba Yusuf has disbursed 50,000 naira each to 6,680 women to empower them and enable them to support their immediate families. This was contained in a statement issued by the governor's chief press secretary, Mustafa Mohammed, on Sunday. Governor Yusuf emphasized that the 50,000 naira monthly empowerment grant would enable beneficiaries to contribute to the growth of petty trading across the states. At number 5, former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai appeared at the Kaduna State High Court on Monday as his trial resumed in his case filed by the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission. He is standing trial alongside Amadou Sule over allegations that include abuse of office, fraud, intent to commit fraud, and conferring undue advantage. The former governor arrived at the court at about 9 a.m. under tight security, drawing attention from supporters, legal observers, and members of the public who gathered early in anticipation of the hearing. At number 4, the All Farmers Association of Nigeria in Ekiti State has laid to rest divisions in its fold with the election and inauguration of a new set of executives to administer the body. Afan Deputy National President and Chairman of the Afan State's Elections Committee, Daniel Okafor, who supervised the election, expressed joy that peace was finally brokered between the 2 factions in the farmers' body in the state and the consequent election of a unified executive. Okafor, who spoke in Ado Ekiti on Monday after the inauguration of the new executive chaired by Sunday Adekogbon, charged the new leaders in the state to immediately begin the process of conducting AFN elections in the local government and wards. At number 3, the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission has issued the Mini Grid Regulations 2026, introducing a new framework to guide the development, operation, and regulation of mini grid systems across Nigeria. The regulation numbered NERC R001 2026 is aimed at expanding electricity access, particularly in unserved and underserved communities, while ensuring safety, fair tariffs, and protection for investors in the sector. According to a post obtained from its X handle on Monday, the framework also strengthens coordination between mini grid developers, operators, distribution companies, and host communities in line with the Electricity Act 2023. At number 2, the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board has announced a slight adjustment to the arrival time for candidates sitting the 2026 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination, particularly those scheduled for the first session. In a notice issued via its official X handle on Monday, the board stated that candidates for the first session are now expected to arrive at their examination centers by 7 a.m. instead of the earlier scheduled 6:30 a.m. JAM added that the examination will commence at 8:30 a.m. and end at 10:30 a.m. At number 1, the Independent National Electoral Commission has said that despite claims alleging that the chairman Josh Amupitan made a partisan post on X, no verified forensic evidence links him to the said post. The Director of Information and Communication Technology, Lawrence Bayode, stated this during an interview on Channels Television's The Morning Brief on Monday. His comment follows the alleged post of the INEC chairman allegedly expressing support for the All Progressives Congress during the 2023 general elections. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.